Yeah, well, it's easy to view your therapist just as an authority figure who knows the best for you, but they're also just a human being going through their own struggles and adversities and rock bottoms just like you are.
That therapist, actor Jason Segel's latest character, a counselor in way over his head.
What's on your mind today?
Like, I want to change, but I'm not particularly open to make those changes.
They say that laughter is the best medicine.
I've always felt like comedy is more than just escapism. It's a great way to like tackle issues.
The comedian playing a grieving clinician who deploys some unconventional methods to help his clients in Apple TV's newest comedy, Shrinking.
He just kept on going on and on about how dumb I am, but he loves me.
Your husband is emotionally abusive. He's not working on it. He doesn't intend to. Just leave him.
Okay.
So explain this alternative approach that Jimmy ends up taking.
It's a breakdown. It's a guy who is stuck in his own life, stuck in his own grief, who is face to face with a bunch of patients who are stuck in their cycle. I think he makes them a reflection of himself and says enough is enough and tries to break that cycle and just starts telling his patients what to do, which I think is wish fulfillment, right? Don't we wish our therapists would just say, oh, I know what the answer is?
Dad's making you go to the dance? Man, what's that all about?
He's known for his role in Freaks and Geeks.
And you know they're gonna play disco, right? Disco sucks. I hate disco.
And later for How I Met Your Mother. Another familiar face behind Shrinking, Brett Goldstein, known for playing the irritable yet lovable soccer legend Roy Kent in the hit series Ted Lasso.
Agree to disagree. I found it hilarious. I thought it was funnier than Step Brothers.
Ooh, high praise.
Now wearing his executive producer and writer hat for Shrinking, alongside co-creator Bill Lawrence.
Why was that important to show this alternative approach that he takes and also the hesitation from his coworkers?
I just think it's such an interesting world. We're all big believers, proponents of it. I think anyone who has access to it should have it. But there are boundaries and they're there for a reason, and it's quite a fun, in terms of comedy and drama, to play with those limits.
Don't you ever want to just shake him?
Well, we don't shake him.
Do you think that now is a really relevant time to have a show where it talks about mental health when the conversation is surrounding mental health?
Whether we realize it or not, we're all collectively grieving this idea that we've lost something we're not going to get back. Whether it's an actual loved one, which is what's happening on the show, or just this time from the past few years, like our normalcy.
His character Jimmy struggling through his own cycle of grief and self-destruction after tragically losing his wife.
Was it difficult to talk about such a heavy topic, but just as Jason said, put a little comedic flair to it?
Me and Bill Lawrence and Jason have been asked a lot about the tone of this show and how do you balance the tragedy of it with the comedy and the laughs, and I sort of go, it's just basic life, isn't it? Like, that's daily existence.
Oh, hey, Paul. I'm worried about you, kid.
I mean, grieving here.
You've been numbing.
Shrinking also stars the legendary Harrison Ford as a wise but stoic therapist confronting his own battles.
What was it like when you found out that Harrison Ford was joining the cast?
It was like a joke for a long time. We'll ask Harrison Ford, but obviously we're not getting Harrison Ford. We'll get someone like Harrison Ford. And then it was Harrison Ford, and we were like, but obviously he's not actually going to come to set. And I think everyone felt that way for 10 episodes.
Yeah. The craziest thing about Harrison Ford, who really could show up any way he wanted. He could show up not caring, not knowing his lines. He was the most dedicated to making this thing great. I don't think he's had a chance to do comedy in the way he has in this show, and it was like exciting for him to show people how funny he is.
The show exploring the many facets of grief, from illness and heartbreak to the passing of a loved one.
What do you guys hope that the audience takes away from this?
That you walk away from any of these things feeling hopeful and excited, like, oh, I'm part of a collective humanity that's trying to make it through a really confusing time.
So what I like about this show is I think it does have really heavy stuff in it, but I do hope that at the end you feel better. It's literally a journey from darkness to light.
Our thanks to Mona. Shrinking is now streaming on Apple TV+.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.